Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to learn about styling in CSS. So let us see what are the different types of styling that we can use to style our HTML file. So as you can see, we have three different types of styling that we can use to style our HTML file. The first one is inline styling, the second one is internal styling, and the third one is external styling. So let us know more about the inline, internal, and external styling in this video. So now the first thing, as you can see, we have inline CSS. So what is inline CSS? How do we use it? So we'll learn about this in a few minutes, and we'll also take few examples to know about this. So internal CSS are the rules that are added directly into the element, and it is inefficient. It also causes repetition of codes also. So you will ask why it can cause repetition of codes, because suppose take an example of div. You have a div in your HTML file, okay? So by now I think you might be familiar with the HTML part also, okay? So let us consider a div as an example. Suppose we are going to style it and we want that this div should look like a square shape with a certain color into it and with a certain height and width assigned to it. So how will you add style to it? You will add style to it in, if you are talking about the inline CSS. So we are going to add a style in the tag only, and we are going to assign style to it over there only in the double quotes, okay? So and the second point is it is generally used inside the specific tag that I set right now, okay? So and it is inefficient because you will have to use the same code if you have multiple divs. Suppose you have four divs, okay, and you will have to assign the same style to it. You are creating, suppose you are creating a square, and you want that this square should be repeated four times. Okay, so what you are going to do? You are going to add the same style to every div. I mean, you will have to write the same set of codes to every div. So what it will do? It will make your web page, I mean, large. I mean, the file size will be large, and it will take longer time to load also. Okay, it might not be familiar to you. I mean, you might not be able to recognize that it is taking more time to load when it will be a bigger web page. Okay, so that is what inline CSS is. Now we'll come over to the internal CSS. So what is the internal CSS? So internal CSS is contained in the same HTML document and in which styles are used. And the second point is it is generally used in a style tag. In inline CSS, we were not using a style tag, but here you can see that we are using it inside a style tag only. Okay. Now let's come over to the external CSS. So let's go back, and in internal, as I said, it is used inside a style tag. So there's one advantage over here that you won't have to repeat that set of codes. Okay, you can just add a class to it every set of codes, or you can just keep them in a div and you can assign them the style that you want to assign. Okay, now, the external CSS. So, what is external CSS? External CSS is in which styles are used in separate file with a .css extension. Okay. Do remember, we'll have to create a file with a .css extension, and we'll connect it uh, using the link tag, and we'll have the file path of it. That is the CSS file path, the name of file, and .css extension with it. Okay. It is generally used to style multiple web pages. Suppose you have one single web page, and you can use over the internal styling also. But I would recommend just go with the external CSS, because most of the time when we'll work with a work on a project or work on a development environment, in what you are going to do, you are going to create a specific style page, I mean style sheet for it. Another style sheet will be prepared, and you can style multiple web pages using the single style sheet. Okay, so that is a major advantage of the external style CSS. Okay, so now let's come over to our code editor, and let us take few examples and understand the inline, internal, and external CSS. Okay, so I'll just open my Visual Studio Code, and I'll also open my browser side by side to it, and you might be not able to see. Now I'll just, as you can see, I have my browser and Visual Studio Code open side by side. Now what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to create a new file. Okay, and this file will be named as style.html. Okay, now we have created a style.html, and in this CSS folder we are going to create another file, style.css. Okay, okay, styles.css. Now as you can see, we have styles.css and we have a style.html. Now in this style.html, since we are going to know about the inline, internal and external as well, so first thing that we are going to do is we are going to learn about the inline, because we have to style it within the same HTML document. Okay, so I'll just have HTML syntax, and I'll just minimize this one. Okay, now you can see we have a document. I'll just add it as styling example. This is styling example, and I'll just save it, and I'll open it with live server. As you can see, we have our live server over here. And now let us take an example where we can, let's take the same example of div that we learned about earlier. So we'll have two divs and another div. Okay. Now you want to style it using inline styling. So what do you, so we'll add a style over here. As you can see, we have a style over here, and in this style we'll add, like, you can see there are multiple suggestions over here, like background color, font size, text align. So I'll go with background color because I want that it should be visible to us. So background color, let us keep it as purple. Okay, and I'll add height and width. Let's just save it first. When I'm saving it, you can see that there's nothing happening over here. No purple color is shown on this web page. So because we don't have height and width of that div. If there was something written over there, then it would have a background color of purple. Okay. So let us add a height. Sorry about that. Let us add a height, and okay, I will move it over here. I'll add a height of, let us take it as 100 pixels, and I'll add another width of 100 pixels because I want it to be a square. Okay, so I've added a 100 pixel and 100 pixel. If I save it, as you can see, we have a square, purple square with height and width of 100 pixels each. Okay, now I want that there should be another div with the same specification. I mean, it should be purple, it should be square with the same height and width of 100 pixels. Okay, so we have another div. Now see what we are going to do. We are going to add style to it also, because we can just add a class to it and style it. Okay, because we are styling a specific tag over here. So I'll add style to it, and in this style I'll again add background color to it, and let us add a background color as red. Okay, because we want it of same color, so we'll go with the purple only. So here we have purple, and now we are going to add the height and width also. Height will be of 100 pixels and width will be of 100 pixels. Okay, now let us save it. I think that is, yeah, it is now saved. Now you can see that we have the same, I mean same square, but we can't see any difference over here because it is not separated. So let us just separate it, so that we can have a clear view of it. So I'll add a horizontal line in it, and I'll just save it. Now you can see that both square are of same shape and same dimension. Okay, so 100 by 100 pixels. Now what if you want to do an internal styling to it? Okay, and you don't want that it should be written in two times styling, because it's the same style. Then why are we using the style two times? So let us just do it with the internal one. What I'm going to do, I'll add a style tag over here. Do again. I've just added a strong tag. So I'll add a style tag over here, and this style tag I'll assign this divs class. Okay, so I'll add it as square. Okay, so class will be of square, we'll have the same class over here also. And now I'm going to just remove this style which we have put it earlier. So, and there's another style over here also. So I'll just quickly remove it. And as you can see, there's no effect because we have removed the style from the table. But we want to style it, but we also don't want to repeat the set of codes. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a style. Now we are going to call the class over here. So for class we use dot. Okay. So and it was a square. So I've added square over here. And let's just now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a style to it. Like the square had we had a purple one with 100 by 100 pixel. Okay, so I'll add a background color to it, and it was purple. So I'll add purple, and we also had a height and width also. So I'll add a height of 100 pixels, and we also had a width of 100 pixels. So I'll add a width of 100 pixels. Now let's just save it. Now you can see it is again taking place and the square of same shape, same size, same dimension. Okay. So, but there's one difference over here. We didn't repeat the set of codes over here in the internal one. Okay. Now let's hop over to the external one. So before using the external one, what we are going to do? We are going to link it first. So to link it, we are going to use a link tag, and we are going to link it in the head tag only. Okay. So head part of our HTML document. Since it is a style sheet, we have given the relation as style sheet. It is already selected. If you are using some other editors other than the Visual Studio, so you will have to write it over there that the relation is style sheet. Okay. And href, let's select the path. It was in CSS. As you can see in CSS, styles.css. Okay. I'll select and I'll just quickly save it, and I'll just cut this one first because we are going to use the same one. Okay. And okay, cut it, and now I'm going to okay. Now I'm going to remove this style tag also. Okay. Now I'll save it first. As you can see, there's no effect over here because we have removed the internal styling. Now I'll go over here and I'll just quickly paste it and I'll save it. Now you can see the changes are taking place again. Okay. Now I think you might have understood what I was trying to say to you, that in internal styling we can use it inside a style tag. In external we don't have to use any style tag. We just have to link it using the link tag, and we can just style it anything we want to style over here. Okay. There's no, I mean, you don't have to change something over there in the HTML file. So you are just separated from over there and you are styling it over this one, I mean in this style sheet. And in the inline one you have to change again and again the codes, and the maintenance was not a easier process because if you have all styling in one tag, it won't be easier for you to maintain it. If you have selected every tag, I mean every element in a single day, then you can just style it using just changing a few attributes. So you can style it. But in inline it was much difficult and it was inefficient to style it. It would take many time. Okay. But in internal you can style it, but it will still take much more time. But in the external one, you can style